Hey, I'm Fucci and welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. We have got a way cool show for you today. We're making ricotta cheese. You know this cheese, it's one of the most versatile cheeses out there. You can use it in appetizers, main courses, or even dessert. This recipe is gonna put a smile on your face. Say cheese and bring it. So what you're gonna need is whole milk, heavy cream, a lemon, and salt. You'll also need a large non-aluminum pot, measuring cups, a strainer and cheesecloth, a juicer, silicone spatula, and a small but mighty sharp knife. It's Christmas time in the tiny kitchen, which means there are so many amazing recipes that we can make that use ricotta cheese. We've got our Four Seasons vegetable dip, spinach lasagna roll-ups, and who can forget those cannoli stuffed French toast. So rather than running to the store and picking up one of those pre-packaged containers of ricotta cheese, just make it at home. It's super fun and super easy to do. So we're gonna start by combining all our ingredients in a large pot. Make sure you don't use an aluminum pot. It will react with the milk and so we won't get the results that we're looking for. Instead, use an enamel-coated cast iron pot or even a stainless steel pot works great. We start with the milk, pour that in. Now a quick note about the milk. When you buy it at the grocery store, you're gonna see a ton of different varieties. Raw milk works great. Unfortunately, in the US, it's only available in about a dozen states, so it's really hard to find. If you can't find it, go ahead and use pasteurized. Whatever you do, don't use the ultra pasteurized. Now this has been heated up to 280 degrees for 2 seconds. It pretty much kills everything, gives it a great shelf life, but doesn't make great cheese. Next, we're gonna add our heavy cream. And finally, our salt. Kosher salt works great. As long as you're using non-iodized, you'll be set. We'll pour that in. And then we're gonna take this back to the stove. So I've turned on the heat to medium-low. We're gonna slowly increase it, bringing the milk up to a boil. Now, it might take about a half an hour, so you just gotta be patient and just go ahead and stir occasionally. That way the milk won't burn. So while the milk's heating up in the back, we're gonna go ahead and juice our lemon, slice it in half, and then use our fancy-dancy little juicer here. Now we're just gonna keep an eye on the milk. We are just seconds away from this boiling up. Look at this. Just sort of push the milk aside just a little bit. You don't want to over agitate it, but you do want to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. Our milk is boiling. I'm going to turn off the heat and then we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of the lemon juice. We'll give that a stir. You see the whey starting to separate from the curds. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's very exciting. So at this point, I'm gonna cover it up and take it off the stove. So we have let this sit for just a few minutes to cool off just a touch. And now we're gonna strain it into our strainer with the cheesecloth. Now you can get cheesecloth at your local grocery store. If you can't find it there, go ahead and get it online. Just pour our cheese, our curds, and our whey into our strainer here. Now there are a lot of great things that you can do with the whey, and I'll go ahead and put some information on that on our website. So we're gonna let this drain for about 20 to 30 minutes until it gets to the consistency that we're looking for. As you can see, we may have to drain the bowl so it gives it more room to drain, and then we'll plate it up. So check this out. As I mentioned before, you can strain it to the consistency you're looking for. We've got lightly strained here, gives you a nice creamy cheese. This is great in cannolis, or this we strained for a little bit longer, and this is perfect if you're crumbling it over salads or pasta. Hey, I know you want the recipe for this, and it's available on our website. You can also check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And when you try this recipe, please let us know about it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fucci reminding you that if I can make ricotta cheese in a kitchen this tiny, you can make it in yours. We'll see you next time on Tiny Kitchen, Big Taste. That's good. It's Christmas time. No, that's off tune. Oh, that's bad. It's Christmas time. Where am I going with this? Soon it will be Christmas Day.